Hi, welcome back to Mouse People. My name is Maria and I'm so glad that you could join me today. Grab your hot tea and let's talk some Disney. You know, a lot of people are so interested in the Keys to the Kingdom and the behind the scenes tours and all of the exciting behind the scenes tours at Disney. So today I thought that I would give you guys a behind me tour here at Mouse People, and I'm going to give you a little tour of my background, and I'm also going to show you my Disney pin board. The pin board behind me is representing the different resorts that our family has stayed in the Walt Disney World in Orlando, the Walt Disney World Resorts. And a couple of them have more than one pin to represent the resort, but I can't wait to give you a closer look. The pin board is actually one that I made. I started with a frame, a glassless, just the frame only, and got that at Hobby Lobby. It's actually on the clearance section, so even better bargain. And I used corkboard and some backing, like the foam board, so that it gave it a little more structure and a little more depth for the pins to go in, because the corkboard pieces are kind of thin. So corkboard, that foam board, and then I covered it all in black fabric, used some hot glue to put it together, and then set it right into the frame and added a little backing of hot glue as well, and there you go. I was looking for something to kind of unify a lot of our pin collections, and I liked the look of the pins on black, and I also didn't want the holes to show, as I tend to rearrange the pins a lot. This particular pin collection will continue to grow as we add more resorts. We have a couple resorts we'll be staying in this year for the first time, so I'm excited to add those pins. So the first thing that we'll do is start off by giving you a closer look at the pin board. So let me turn the camera around and give you a closer look. All right, well, we're here to take a closer look at my Disney Resorts pin collection on my pin board. And the first one is our favorite resort, and that is Animal Kingdom Lodge. We are Disney Vacation Club members, and that is our home resort, and we just have a special place in our hearts for Jumbo House. And I really love that pin. It's like the sign when you first come in, and it features the giraffe and the zebra, and it has that African theming to it, and I really love it. And this is a rack pin, and I just purchased this one on a recent trip. I think that was purchased in the summer of 2018, so I believe it's still available in the parks. I have another pin that's commemorating Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge specifically, which is a little bit different than the parks. And you can see that it does have the different animals represented on it, and it has the arches that are reminiscent of Animal Kingdom Lodge itself. Very beautiful pin with the accents. And that pin was a set, and I believe on the back it does say that it has a maybe a commemorative pin, or maybe that one wasn't part of that one. This is a beautiful pin, and anything that has Animal Kingdom Lodge on it is pretty special to our family. All right, next to that we have Disney's Contemporary Resort, and being Disney Vacation Club members, we actually stayed at Bay Lake Tower and then walked over to the Contemporary Resort side for meals at the Contempo Cafe and Chef Mickey. And one of the most amazing things about staying at the Contemporary Resort or Bay Lake Tower is just being able to walk right to Magic Kingdom. So you walk to Magic Kingdom, you enjoy your time there, and then we would pick up a snack at the confectionery and just walk right home. As wonderful as the Disney transportation is, it was nice not having to wait for the monorail or for buses and just being so close. And of course there's beautiful views from that resort. I like that pin too because it has that Mary Blair style, and I especially like the resort pins that include Mickey and Minnie Mouse. I think that's pretty special, but that Mary Blair touch. And then under that is Disney's Contemporary Resort. Also, this one shows the A-frame of the resort. And then right below it is Bay Lake Tower. And this is the one, this shows the monorail, and it says 2009 when Bay Lake Tower opened. This one has 2 pin posts on it, and if you can see, this one is the commemorative collection. That's the one I was thinking of. It came in a set with 4 different Disney Vacation Club resort pins, and I have a couple of them on this pin board, and a couple of them are waiting until we stay at those resorts. So that's a pretty cool pin as well. I like that it has the monorail on it too. It's very neat. If you come over down here to the bottom, we have Mickey Mouse, and again, I like to be able to find them with the characters on them. We have Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. And this pin, it's kind of interesting. It seems like smoother. I'm not, versed in the enameling process, but it does seem to have a different texture to it than many of the other pins. It's almost like a flatter pin, a smoother pin, a thinner pin, but it is an official Disney pin. Yeah, even the back is a little bit different, like the texture. I'll move it up so that you get more of the light here. It has a different texture to it and a different sheen. But that was actually, this is a rack pin also, and purchased from, well, of all places, the Polynesian. Next up, this Polynesian Resort pin has the 2 pin posts, and this is also from the commemorative collection that came with the 4-pack. And it's pretty neat. It has the really pretty flowers on it and green, and it has the hibiscus on it. So it's really nice, showcasing the Polynesian Resort. So we stayed there a couple nights for being DVC members as well, and we enjoyed it. We were there and had a torrential raining downpour, so that will always be a memory for us from the Polynesian Resort. All right, moving over, we have the Beach Club Resort, and I really like this pin. This is a rack pin as well, and it's pin on pin. And you can see the waffling on the back. It's like a gold color waffling. I love that it has Mickey Mouse relaxing, like he's a guest at the resort. I think that's super cute. All right. Next, if we move up the pin board, we have Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa. And this pin, I actually ended up, I think I purchased it on the Disney Pins blog store. I saw it on there and was really excited because it featured Mickey Mouse and also the horses that it's kind of themed after for that resort, because the current rack pins for Saratoga Springs had horseshoes and different things, but they didn't actually feature Mickey Mouse, which is what I was looking for. So I was pretty excited to be able to purchase that pin online. Moving up to the next one is Port Orleans Resort Riverside. So there's a French Quarter side and Riverside, and we stayed, this is a moderate resort, and we were able to stay here. This is also a rack pin. I think it's on the newer of the releases. Really nice resort. We stayed in the Alligator Bayou, and they had a really cool pull-out bed, and the boys liked that. So that was a really neat place. We would definitely enjoy staying there again. And then finishing up here in the center, this is the pin that kind of represents the whole board. It is Disney Vacation Club member, and it features Mickey Mouse looking through his binoculars, and he's got the travel compass behind him. I'm gonna pull this one off so that you can see that this is also a pin-on-pin design, and it has 2 pin posts. And I really like this. It does say Disney's Vacation Club on the back. So really neat pin. And this is our pin board showing all of the resorts that we have currently stayed at, and we're looking forward to adding a few more in the coming year. All right, it's behind the scenes tour time. So I wanted to start with my pin board. And this is the board I was telling you about with the frame from Michaels, and you got to see close-ups of all of our resorts. And that is a heavy-duty command strip holding it up, and it works best if it's held up by a nail in our usual position, which is downstairs. And then moving down the background to this beautiful sign. This sign is a replica of the Animal Kingdom Lodge sign that you find at one of the entrances, like when you're driving or riding the buses in. And this treasure I found on Etsy. It is actual real wood, and it is a gift that I ordered, and it came for my husband for a birthday gift. All right, next up, I'd like you to meet Twig. This is Twig, and he is a banshee that is from Animal Kingdom Park, from Pandora, the world of Avatar. And my son named him Twig. He's super cool. He's a shoulder banshee, so there's actually a magnet piece in his belly, and then you put another magnet on the inside of your shirt, and then he can ride around on your shoulder while you make him move. His mouth moves, his head moves, and his wings move. So he's really cool. There's like a little adoption, and there's different colors and different styles. So his name is Twig, and he's really cool. Next up, I've gotten some questions on the channel about this. This is a diffuser, and it is by Young Living. They have wonderful essential oils. So there's water, and it's diffusing the water with the essential oils to give healthful and fragrant humidity into the room. And it just is wonderful. It's just such a relaxation and such a comfort to have the different aromas and the medicinal values. So it's really, really a neat thing. Next up, we have the Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge pillow. And you can see the back has some neat animal, like a tapestry almost on it as well. This is actually my son's pillow, and he purchased this with his money, and this was one of the souvenirs that he picked out on one of our trips. And the banshee that was his, he also purchased with his own money during one of our trips to Pandora. And then this one he got at Zawadi, the gift shop at the Animal Kingdom Lodge Resort. Moving down, we have this awesome owl, and this is actually made of wood. And my cousin Emily made this. She has a shop here in locally here in Ohio, and makes some wonderful pieces that she hand cuts and paints. She does furniture resurrection, and it's really neat. So I added him with our Animal Kingdom because just representing all the animals and in nature, and that he's a piece of kind of art made out of wood also. Next up, we have a glass, and it says Disney's Kilimanjaro Safaris at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I love it. It has the giraffe, and then the ride vehicle. You got some zebras and the African savanna looking at the plants. The other side of it is actually also Animal Kingdom, and it's the Expedition Everest. And this is my son Abraham's glass. He chose that, and then Noah has one that has it's from another park. So that glass is really cool. We have a plate here. It's a small plate. It matches the glass. Disney's Kilimanjaro Safaris at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And it just says Disney, authentic and original, on the back. So we can use that for our little treats and specials. Underneath, I do have my purse collection. I just like to have that out, and I enjoy looking at those pieces, and they're colorful little works of art to me. Next up, I got this basket. The textiles in the baskets remind me of the Animal Kingdom Lodge and Animal Kingdom Park. This specific one is actually from Target. It's not from Animal Kingdom, but it reminds me of the aesthetic that they have there. And inside, we are filled with painted rocks. I don't know if in the area where you live this is popular, but here in Ohio, a lot of people paint rocks and then they hide them. And then other people find these exciting rocks and then take a picture, post it on Facebook, and then someone else finds it, they re-hide it, and it continues on and on. We actually found one of the rocks, one of the hiding rocks at the Polynesian Resort. We found one, and we were able to bring it home to Ohio and re-hide that. So that's kind of a neat thing. We've taken a couple and hidden them at Magic Kingdom. All right, next up we have our two different size giraffes. Giraffes are just iconic for Animal Kingdom Lodge. I mean, where else in the world can you be in your resort room and look outside and see giraffes munching and walking around and all the wonderful animals? So giraffes are just a fascinating, beautiful animal. So we were excited to add those to our family. They are typically downstairs in the coffee room area of our house, which is animal themed lodge, but they decided to come up here for this month for our background here in the studio. All right, moving over, I have Steamboat Willie and Mickey Mouse because these are both Funko Pops, and I decided that even though the background changes, I think that we need to have a Mickey Mouse. As Walt says, it all started with a mouse. So we need to make sure that we have them included in each of the backgrounds. The little baskets behind are super cute. They're little, each of them has a little lid, and they're 3 different sizes. These are from IKEA. And again, just going with the baskets, Animal Kingdom has beautiful baskets. It's on my list of one day souvenirs I'd like to bring home. They're called blessing baskets, and they're made by craftsmen and women in different parts of Africa, and it has a tag on there to show who made it. So someday I'd like to get one of those. They're beautiful and colorful baskets. Next up, we have this awesome giraffe bowl. This was actually from Animal Kingdom Lodge, and it says crafted by the craftsmen of Kenya, made in Kenya for decorative purposes only. Well, we've actually had a couple different little food items in the giraffe, and he's super cute. It's like he's drinking. Look at one of his feet are, his hooves are out there. So I just think it's kind of whimsical, but also really neat that it's carved. In the back here, we have the Hakuna Matata, the Animal Kingdom Starbucks mug, and it has Starbucks and the mermaid symbol with an orange lid. And so this is really neat. We got this last December. This is also a Starbucks Disney's Animal Kingdom, and it's really neat. Mickey has the different animal prints in his ears, and there's lots of different symbols of Animal Kingdom throughout the Mickey Mouse. And you can see it's also the Starbucks with the green lid. This one is a couple years older. Okay, moving along to the next cubby. We've got a mug that's Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. This one's specific to the lodge. The other ones are from the parks. And then the pattern kind of goes all the way around. And this is a great mug. It feels good drinking out of that one. Next up, this is from Animal Kingdom Park. And it's got the Kilimanjaro safaris and lots of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. It's got lots of neat travel icons on there about Africa, and just lots of fun with the colors. So it's a crossbody bag with lots of pockets. And I showed that in an earlier bag video. If you haven't, you might want to go back and check that out. And then moving up here, we have the Tree of Life. Mickey and Minnie are kind of like scientists there. This was a toy that my son Abraham picked out with his money on one of our trips. It does have these sweet little animals. It has a little Jeep where you can tow things. It's even got that little piece on the front. The winch on the front, that's what it's called. It's got all kinds of cute little details. And the Tree of Life, let's see if I can figure out how it opens. I'm gonna knock some stuff over here, but it opens up, and there's lots of fun things. There's Mickey and Friends pictures, and they have like a little hammock that they can sleep in. There's different rooms for all their adventures, even a little space for the animal care pen. So it's a great little toy. There's even a little swing for them, and it has definitely gotten a lot of love and playtime, and even the animals come off that are surrounding the Tree of Life. So such a neat toy. It has a lot of really cool details on it. All right, and next up we have Leader. Leader is our friend. He is another one of the beautiful banshees from Pandora. Leader is Abraham's. Oh, he's showing off for us. And he is actually, Santa brought Leader to Abraham because we were at Disney over Christmas. So that was pretty exciting. So Leader and Twig both came to us the same year, just a few days apart. So they are very special. And that brings us back to our Animal Kingdom Lodge sign and our pin board. So I think we've concluded our backstage tour. Thank you for joining me on the background tour. I hope that you learned a little bit more about all of the treasures for our family in the background, all themed around Animal Kingdom Lodge and the Disney resorts. I actually am wearing my Animal Kingdom Lodge shirt, and I don't know if you can see the back, but it does have also the Animal Kingdom logo and artwork on it. And my ears today are giraffe ears. These are ears that I sewed, actually. My boys helped me pick out the fabric for them, so that was kind of a fun family project. And I would really like to know what you think of the background. If you have some ideas for backgrounds that you'd like to see, please leave a comment down below. I'd be really interested to hear what you like to see in the background. And I hope that you have a great week and smile.